bet you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I loved you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know I heard it through the grapevine? Not much longer would you be mine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be my baby. I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside. 'Cause I'm losing you in my life, you see. 'Cause you mean that much to me. You should have told me yourself that you love someone else. Instead I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey,
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes, we're here.
The Earth says hello.
Does it?
Greetings, everyone. Greetings.
Yeah, gotta switch it. We're here. When I'm on that side, it just seems wrong.
What's wrong with you?
It needs to be the way it always is. That's all.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
And Jasmine said, "Yeah, I'm here on time."
That's what I never knew you wasn't here on time.
Right. Never realized you don't be coming in till late. I just be thinking you watching on your way home or something.
Let me post.
Yes, is the color right?
No, not yet.
Tucked together. You know, it's summertime now, so and I was outside this weekend, so guys, a little more color.
Not yet.
Come on.
You check back in the middle of July, then you a little brown.
That's true. I'm not trying to keep the color to October because I'm not trying to be petty.
You do the sun? Not the real sun, but the tan stuff.
Tan? Oh, the thing. Yeah, the stuff. Tan just makes me feel like I'm super white.
Black girls tan.
Yeah, they do.
Because we usually have hyperpigmentation.
Yeah. I got it on my face.
Mm.
Mosin. Oh, let me repost this.
That's what I'm doing now.
Always forget to post it. And then I'm like, oh, right.
Make sure you guys repost. Repost.
Mm-hmm.
Repost.
All right.
I have Insta. Okay. Gotta add the links.
Right. I'm going on Instagram too. That's how I want to give you $10. Bye, William. Let's see.
Instagram don't give you no links.
Hmm?
I don't give you the link. The things that you attach the link to, like Facebook.
If you post a story, you can do it.
It says the story.
You gotta.
This is story of a
link.
girl. Okay, I gotta push. It's stickers, you mean?
Oh yeah, then link.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac had to tell me because he was like, if you just post it, I can't click on it. So then he showed me how to do the link because I did not know.
You're not real.
Travis.
Cherry
James said, Gigi talking about she loves nature and ignored the picture I sent her. Crazy how she does me.
Oh, which James? Before I look.
James Williams.
Not looking.
Terrible. Dang. She told you right there. She said,
To be fair, I wouldn't have looked if it was the other one.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I asked.
Honestly. At this point, people with that name are your biggest haters.
Biggest torturers.
Terrible.
Let me see this. Did you put it on Facebook? Because I don't see nothing. Yeah, he lying. He ain't send me nothing.
She said you lying.
Through your teeth. Through your gums.
Give me this. Messenger Gigi Wallace. Why? All right, now I gotta make sure to switch to right on the other one. Won't take a minute. Okay, there we go. I look short because I don't be sitting all the way. Oh no, because I don't be sitting up here
with some more shadow.
Now I gotta move the camera over a little bit because your face is still.
That's because I'm over here.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to be over there, that's fine. I'm just going to move it. All right. I think we're settled.
You a lot.
Did y'all? Yes, we switched sides. So if I'm not on the left, it just makes me feel like everything is off. And I remember before we started going live, when we would actually film, one time we were on the wrong side, and we really didn't remember who was supposed to say what. We was like, wait, who usually says the introduction? Who usually does it? And it had us all discombobulated. So from then on, I decided I had to be.
From then on
the left side.
On your left.
Yes. As a left-handed person should be.
Oh, God.
Go on.
I'm still
getting it together.
I am. I don't know how to do it on Messenger. How you add a link there?
On Messenger?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. LeBron said we got to change the picture then. Oh, because I'm on the right on the picture.
See, if you put link, you see add yours. Nope, that's a prompt. Just make it the same for everything.
Every platform. Y'all the same thing anyway.
Yes. Anyway, how are you? What you doing? What's going on?
I'm great. I'm great this week. I don't know what was going on until, well, it was a lot going on. But I couldn't understand what was happening. I feel like if you're an extrovert and you get your energy from being around people, and then you stay in the house too long or you don't be around people too long, your energy depletes. And then you're tired, so you don't have the energy to go out and get the energy. So that's what was going on. Like, I just did not want to leave the house. I was in a corner in the room. I was just doing work and going back in bed. And James was like, what is going on with you? And I was like, I don't know. I just don't want to be around people. I don't want to see people. I don't want to talk to people. I just want to be in a hole. And he was like, why are you acting like this? I was like, I don't know. And then he kept trying to get me out the house. I didn't want to go out the house. And he was like, well, you remember Saturday you have to go out the house. And I was like, what? And I had forgot. And he was like, yeah, you have to leave the house on Saturday. But you're only leaving the house for like an hour. I was like, okay, I can do it. And obviously, it was a little more than an hour. But when I came back, It was a surprise party for me,
Mm-hmm.
and we had so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
We was lit.
Well,
We was too lit, honestly.
I gotta tell you guys, Kristen is the worst to surprise.
Absolutely.
She's terrible. Oh, we lost color. I'm just gonna fix this.
I will not deny it. I will not deny it at all. I'm awful to surprise.
I don't know why you just don't calm down.
Well, see, all right, men, they don't tell you nothing.
They
So
don't.
no, I thought, because like how like a woman would tell you, oh, this is what you need to wear or how you need to look. I don't trust a man when he say you can just wear whatever you want. What do you mean?
No.
I can just wear whatever I want.
I guess because he thought you was coming back so you could change into whatever you wanted.
And that's what he ended up telling me. He was like, because I said, I said, where are we going? And he was like, well, I'm gonna take you to the park that you wanted to go to. And I was like, okay. And then I had to ask him, well, I didn't have to, but I don't like people in my house if it's not clean. And it wasn't clean. So I said, are there gonna be people in the house? And he was like, maybe just a few. And he said, so you should tidy up. And I was like, okay. So we cleaned, of course, together. But like stuff like that, I was like, wait, I need to know those things. But of course, because it really wasn't him, he really didn't know anything. So he was just like, he knew just enough. So he was just like, it's going to be just a couple people here. So all I was thinking, I was actually very surprised because all I was thinking was it was going to be, I said, they always do something for me for Mother's Day. It's probably just like a little, I thought it was like Dion and the kids or something. I didn't know how big or what it was. And yeah, LeBron, I don't like surprises because I'm an anxious person. So it's just a control thing.
But y'all are control freaks.
Yes, but because I don't like surprises, but I also don't want to ruin the surprise. I like normally I check my friends' locations, not because I'm trying to see not because I'm trying to ruin anything, but just because I want to make sure they're in the house and they're okay. Like I was telling Jasmine, I said, it's like you're my Sims. I gotta make sure you're in the house. So they were like, they wanted him to take my phone, and that's cool and all, but
what?
In the morning, I was about to text Dion and just say good morning or whatever. And unfortunately, if you have somebody's location, when you go to text them, like, of course they can't see this, but like if I go to text Dion, under it says Baltimore, Maryland, because I have her location. If I click on it, then it shows me her exact location. But even if I just text her, so when I went to go text her, I noticed that it was blank, and I was like, uh-oh. And I heard it been like did like this. But then I don't I don't want to ruin nobody's surprise. I just don't like it. So when I get in the car, James like, you have to give me your phone. I said, what? He was like, I said, but I want to play the game. And he was like, put your phone down. I don't know, he was sick of me.
He was. He said you being a demon.
Yeah. I'm awful to surprise. And then, of course, we were like riding back, and I was like, babe, what if it's not just for me? He's like, where are you getting this from? I said, I don't know. It's just a theory. And I said, my theory is, what if it's an engagement party? And he was like, why would it be an engagement party? And I was like, I don't know. That is kind of dumb. I did tell him I didn't want no engagement party. And it's about to be the wedding anyway. So they wouldn't do that. I was right and wrong. I was right the first time that it was that. And it was so much fun. We had a blast. My parents were there for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, they got up out of there.
I said, this tells me everything I need to know about how the wedding is going to go. Because once that music starts getting a little ratchet, they going to go ahead and pack it up.
Pack it up.
And the adults hear adults. But I think James' parents are going to stay the entire time.
Okay.
But that's fine. The wedding's in October.
The James' parents seems a little more like, we don't care about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're also a good deal younger than like my parents.
Okay.
Especially than my dad. So yeah, and his father just be ready to party. He came over. I was like, "Want a drink?" He's like, "Yeah, let's go." So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's in October, LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it for you?
Oh, and I started working, of course, my private practice. So I'm a weekend. It's going well. I feel like it's very different because I'm used to like having to report to somebody or do something or clock in somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to do none of that. But it's also hard because I only make money if people show up. Not to hold on. I only make money if people show up.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest part. I don't have vacation time. If I want time off, I gotta have money saved up. Like, so from now on, anytime I have to go somewhere, I gotta make sure I have some money put aside because it's not the same anymore. Right now, I gotta save up so I can go on the honeymoon without feeling anxious about it.
Hi, Dion.
Hey, Dion. So yeah, that's the only downside, but the freedom is amazing. I'll take the freedom. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much. I took my mother out yesterday. That was cool. They be ready to go in the house, so we ate, and then they went back in the house, and then we went in the house. I did James' hair, and then we were watching How I Met Your Mother. I'm getting so close to the end.
How I Met Your Mother is great.
I'm on season 8 or end of 7. We just flying through. So yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. That's all of me. What's going on with you?
Just looking around for this bar. I saw another one. I got a partner now. We went out to dinner Tuesday to talk about everything. She's very excited.
Yes.
And we're just looking for. I think I talked about this last week. We're looking for 2 more partners. If you're interested in a bar concept for alternative kids, catered to Black kids, let me know.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to say too much because I learned in therapy and that I wanted to share because I'm very bad at, well, right now in my life, I have no discipline. So my therapist told me that if I share what I'm doing, which everybody that know me know, I do not share what I'm doing. But she said if I talk about it and it's not towards the goal, my brain will start thinking that I've already done it, and I won't accomplish it. So the reward stops going away. Whatever, it's something. You always talk about chemicals and all that. And it's something in your brain. It starts deactivating about your goal when you keep talking about it to people. And I was like, that might make sense to me. Because when I don't talk about stuff, I accomplish the goal faster.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like you do want people to know, especially your friends, what's going on. But also, it's like, because I might be a crazy person, I have to keep some
Not you might be a crazy person.
Because why would my brain be like, you did that? We talked about it. So, I do have to keep some stuff to myself. But I'm very excited about it, and everybody will know everything when it's in fruition.
Yeah,
it's going to be very soon.
I think I'm the opposite.
If you talk about it,
because if I talk about it, I feel like I have to make sure I actually do it, because then I'm gonna feel crazy if I said all this and then it don't happen.
I think then you do it. So I was like that too, and then I stopped caring.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like you don't get the reward really. It's like you're trying to please other people.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We will be waiting for the full announcement.
Yeah.
I'm excited because you will do amazing things.
Thank you. But other than that, Mother Day sucked. It's probably going to suck for a couple more years, and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't have a mom, but it's okay, But I'm not there yet. Yeah. So, other than that, I think that was my week. It was a pretty. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Let me look around. You see any white people? No. Not do you see any white people? I can't. Of course, I can't say everything because you never know who watches, but or who will watch.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot. And everybody always say that you can't trust the white women at your job, but it's just really true. It don't matter how much they smile in your face. It don't matter how friendly y'all could have went out to eat. Y'all could have went out for a drink, and they still will like either let you be backstab or backstab you themselves.
Right. But you know what? Remember when you were saying like, look at how they do their families.
Yeah.
Like that's who they are. Like,
I really think it's ingrained in their
yeah. Because if you could do your family like that, and I'm not talking about just like a toxic family, I'm just talking about like in general, they don't act like us.
No,
it's very different.
Close. They don't act like that as a race.
Right.
They like if one of them gets shot by police, which they do, they get right. They get shot by the police. Well, it's more of them, so it's like so more numbers.
Like, yeah.
They don't care. They don't march. They always think that the person deserved it. When it's a lot of those white people didn't do anything and they got shot, and no one marched for them.
Yeah.
We have learned because of slavery and segregation, and because of our African
tribe, like community.
We have a community.
Yeah.
They don't have a community.
They're individuals.
So they just every man for themselves, every white woman for themselves.
Especially the white women.
Yeah.
Like the the white men will help us more than the white women. The white women be like,
They don't say. The Brits said they were learning nothing from cities. The black women started to be like this more too. Always want to be bringing that down, stepping in the back. These black old women at my job are the absolute worst.
Yeah, the older black women.
Yeah, I haven't had any problem with older black women. It was the ones around my age. There's two types of people I can't work with. It's funny you said white women. I mean white men because they one of them. I can't work with white men, and I can't work with black women. But I'm getting in my age. I've been getting, a little better.
Yeah,
but
I think white people just in general, whether it's white. No, I did not even talk about that.
Yes.
The white men and the white women, regardless of who they are, they have like this superiority thing. So I feel like if you are a black person in management and power, and they cannot take it.
I think that's more for white women.
Yeah.
White men always know they're in power.
Because who above them?
Yeah, who's above them?
Y'all could just calm down. Because y'all don't have to do all that.
Yes, they be doing way too much.
Like, it's like, y'all have no reason to. It don't make no sense.
I think I have the most, not just train in the back because the door open.
The train is on the show.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll do it open. Because somebody at the party left salmon in the oven. Anyway. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, white men and black women are kind of connected in a way that their community relies on them and also treats them the worst. White women treat white men terribly, and black men, well,
we already know that.
Yeah. Everybody treats black women terribly. I was going to say black men, but no, I feel like they treat us the best out of everybody else. Like, everybody treats us terribly. But with white men, yeah, the white women do not be respecting them. But also, as a bartender, I've been seeing a lot go on between white couples. Black couples, the stuff that the white men say to their wife, black men would never say to their wife. And I always tell people this story, and I probably told people this story on this podcast, but I'm going to say it again. We had this beer. It was called Raging Bitch. And it was an IPA from Flying Dog. And if a black man ordered it and he was with his wife, he'd just be like, regularly, can I have that one right there? And I'd be like, oh, the Flying Dog, because I don't say the word. And he's like, yes, that's fine. And I get that. The white men, every time, like clockwork, and you can ask my coworkers, they would be like, Can I get that bear named after my wife? Called a raging bitch. And I would just be look at them, and their wife would just be like, she would make a face or she would laugh or something. I mean, it was like clockwork.
Not everybody got the same joke.
It was crazy. And Mars, he used to work there with me. He'd be like, how many times do I have to laugh at this joke?
Right at that point, I don't even want to laugh at it no more.
Like, you're not funny. Like, in front of the whole bar. Like, come on. And they do that stuff all the time.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
Since James brought up his comment, let me tell y'all, this man do not play about me. And I don't even know how to respond to it sometimes. So y'all know everything that happened at work. We went through this. I'm not going to go through the whole story again. If you need to know, there's so many posts, there's so many podcasts, there's so many stories.
Just look up Divine.
Honestly. So what happened, the most recent thing that happened was the stuff with the 401k, which again, I've told y'all. And James made a post about the 401k specifically, like just that, and about how something got to be done. It's either fraud or y'all messed up. Something needs to be done. The money needs to be accounted for, basically. And the owner actually came and commented on James' post. And when I say they were going back and forth until the next day, just paragraphs, everybody back and forth, but it was actually very respectful. It was not, she did not come on there acting crazy. Like, she, of course, was taken aback by the post and was like talking in circles. Like, it was a lot.
You know what you did.
Right. It was a lot. Like, I think she was just shocked that people were actually like sharing. The reason, honestly, she commented on it is because somebody shared it and tagged the news stations. So I think she felt like at that point you had to address it. But I will say I think she needs PR, like, because I don't know if you should engage like that to that degree, because she put a lot out there on a public post, and she still has employees, so people are seeing, you know, what she said, and not everything she said was factual. So I was just like, this is interesting. I wouldn't have did this, but anyway, he was going back and forth with her. They were respectful. A couple people got on the post that were not so nice and kind and respectful. So he was like, when I say he was reading these people, but like in a professional way, like it was crazy, y'all. By the end of the day, the next day, there were 50 something comments on the post. But I will say, since that post, I have heard from a few people that either used to work there, still work there, and they have been very, very appreciative. Like, they're like, somebody's finally speaking out, and we appreciate it. So even though, like, you know, I don't like all the hooting and hollering. I don't like the hooting now. But I really felt like it needed to be done. It needed to be addressed. And, you know, there's still more things to come. At this point, trying to get the word out, trying to talk about what we went through, things like that. But yeah, listen, the thing is, we don't be messing with nobody, but when you mess with somebody that doesn't mess with people, they usually have a very like serious reaction because they don't bother nobody. Right. And if it's not the person themselves, it's their family and friends that surrounded them. Like, if somebody messed with me, between my friends and now the fiance, like it's just, it don't go well. So yeah, that was the other thing from last week.
We still pale. I'm trying to fix that.
Now we still pale. I feel like I look great. Travis said, insert the fake laugh. Right. She got to do the fake laugh with that joke over and over again.
What Brent said, it's weird that our boss around the white men at work and don't realize it till later in the day. And I'm not sure why black men don't get enough acknowledgement for how much love we show our women. It's social media. Make everything look bad.
Yeah. And unfortunately, just like with anything, the negative things, they speak louder to a lot of people. So it's like one negative thing will travel, but it takes like 5 or 6 positive things for that to travel. Like, we definitely know who shows up for us, but unfortunately, a lot of Black women have also dealt with a lot of terrible things from Black men, a lot of violence, a lot of...
They are one of our highest causes of death.
Yes.
With our spouses who are Black.
Yeah. So we appreciate the people that are, you know, kind and treat us well, but there's just been so many people that haven't, so much abuse at this point that it's hard to not look over our shoulders. And when we look over our shoulders, especially being here in Baltimore, the people that are assaulting us are Black men. So that's the truth of the matter. It's not that we don't see the ones that are treating us right. It's just when you still constantly have to look over your shoulder.
Yeah. I've had, I've been very fortunate with Black men. Not that I haven't been attacked or anything, but like, I have way more that stand up for me than don't. You know. So I can't always speak for the trees and Black men.
Yeah, same. I've had, not that I haven't had some bad experiences and some things that were, you know, scary, but I feel like I've had more of the good experiences, more of the people that stand up for me, more of the men that honestly don't really like other men.
Yeah.
That like women more and are like, you know, the men are wrong. Yeah. So yeah.
My husband doesn't hate men. But he understands. He was raised with he has two fathers, one is deceased, and his mother, but he spent a lot of time with his mother and his sisters. He's the only boy. So I think he just has an appreciation for everybody.
Yeah. And my fiance don't like men. Yeah. He will tell everybody he does not like men. He is more willing to give women the benefit of the doubt than men. He does have close male friends, though. It's not that he doesn't have male friends. It's just that he is going to probably be closer to women than men.
I think the same for all my friends. Aubrey, Travis, Mo, my husband, everybody. I think they just get closer to women.
Yeah.
But so I would drink today.
Oh gosh.
Before we get into it. We've been waiting so long. It's so full. Okay. So we're talking about game shows today. This drink it's called a John Daly.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. John Daly is an Arnold Palmer with alcohol in it. It's usually vodka, but I use rum. It's named after a golfer named John Daly. He actually didn't want it to be named him. So the Arnold Palmer is named after Arnold Palmer. But a lot of people already know this, but it really was created by Black people. Because Black people in the South always brought iced tea and lemonade. And they used to have tea, like tea parties, basically. Oh, I have the name of it.
You mean a half and half?
Yes, the half and half. The African American tea ceremonies they used to have. And they were bringing the lemonade and iced tea. And of course, we're very experimental people. We like just pour these together.
Let's mix it up.
And it just kept getting passed down, and ended up Arnold Palmer asking for it, and they ended up naming it after him because it got popular around the white people.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they named it after him. We still don't call it that. We call it half and half. Yeah.
On the phone, and she said, "Y'all don't need nothing else to drink every Saturday." You are absolutely right. You're right, but I'm still gonna drink it.
No, you're absolutely right.
I'm drinking a Henny margarita.
But yes, it's half lemonade, half iced tea, black tea, iced tea. I don't put half and half. I put mostly tea, and then I put the rest lemonade because
I agree with
the iced tea is almost always too sugary, and the lemonade has that sour that'll like
cut it. Yeah.
But not want me drinking.
The rest of this year is drink. Hey, your birthday next week. What are you talking about?
Right. Well, Brent, it's not actually a good one. It's not actually happening.
I agree. And I like tea more than lemonade. You know, I love tea.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
I like when I have to have some more tea. But I agree, I need that lemonade because that tea. When I go and order a sweet tea somewhere, I be like, oh my gosh, this is way too sweet.
Yeah, they be making it way too sweet. McDonald's sweet tea is too sweet to me.
It's crazy. I might be getting old now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but
you know, I don't drink no sugar in my tea.
Right.
Because I actually like tea. Like my ancestors, obviously.
I like my mostly lemonade and then a quarter tea. Yeah, it's probably because I don't like bitter things, so the lemonade that'd be too. I wouldn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all, since we talking about this drinking thing, let me tell y'all how much drinking we did on Saturday. I come into the party, of course, surprised that they hand me a shot. Then I drank the shot too fast and they weren't ready, so they poured me another shot. So I'm already 2 shots in. Then we go outside and somebody orders a bucket of 99. I said,
now who did
drinking
that?
99 proof? We in our mid-30s, late 30s.
And people gonna say, what proof is it?
All right. I really was trying to look for it on the bottle. My crazy self.
Let's see. You never look it up.
We already been drinking. It's called 99. I think it was Jasmine. She said, "How much proof?" And we was like, "Hold on." She drunk. I said, "Hold on. Look at the bottle. It's right there on the bottle. 99 proof."
I look at my liquor grid because I have a liquor grid that tells me all the proof of everything, and it said 99. And then Jasmine said, "Oh, it's on the bucket."
We was drinking too much, trying to figure out how much proof is in 99. So anyway, we had about what?
Company did the work for you, right?
So we just picking random ones. They pouring them in our mouths. Then Gina over here gonna make a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Said,
1800 Blanco tequila with 1800 mango margarita mix, orange juice, cranberry juice, and Sprite. They tore that thing up.
It was gone.
Yeah, gone.
When I say we had a time, and then and if y'all friends on Facebook, y'all seen one of the videos, and Dion with the minis, being a bottom girl with the minis, I said, if this is any indication of what this wedding is about to be like.
And I'm so glad I didn't post that on my regular Facebook because I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't even watch the video really. And when I saw James in the back, I said, "Oh God, I'm so glad I did not put this on my real."
When I said, "Yeah, James wiped the card like tip girl," and here I'm on the background.
And this is why your parents left.
Yes, that's why they left. And when I went to brunch with them on Sunday, I said, she was like, "Marcus is such a sweetheart. I love Marcus." And she was like, "And Fab is hilarious." I said, "Fab kicked himself out the house once he saw y'all were there because he said he didn't want to say nothing too much." And my mother said, "Oh no, he said enough. We heard." You know what? They was in the living room, but they said, "Oh no, we heard him." I said, at that point, he probably was like, "Ooh," and kicked himself out. So
what was he even talking about?
You know, Fab said anything out his mouth, so it could have been anything.
Oh my gosh.
And so all the adults basically were outside having their own party. And then the kids, the teenagers, the big kids, were in the living room having their own party.
It really was.
I walk in, I hear 369. I said, "Twins, Dino, come on. We in there dancing. They looking at us like, oh my God." And then we got kicked out their party about 3 times.
Yeah, because you're not going to run their party.
Right. But then when they came outside of our party, they was like, "What y'all doing out here?" They kept coming out at the worst times.
We was doing the same thing, but grown up.
Yeah. And I forgot about the Jello shots.
Oh yeah.
I had about 3 of them.
And whipped cream to the tower of it for me.
Yes. Marcus makes really good Jello shots. I told him he needs to have some under the table anyway. So yeah, I just had to get back to that because since Dion said that.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about game show.
Yes.
It's actually really funny. But when I was younger, we used to watch. We used to have we still have the Game Show Network. We just don't have no cable no way. We used to watch the Game Show Network and all the time. So we saw Price is Right, Jeopardy. What's the one that it was like no whammy, no whammy? Is it called Whammy? It's not called Whammy.
I don't know.
But it was this other one that had the celebrities on there, and they had to guess the end, like what you would say in a sentence. What was it called? But that was my favorite one. Guess TV show. It was some type of TV show.
What was it? Hollywood Squares.
Oh,
I used
that
to
was
like
good.
that.
I didn't watch that one too much. Hold on, I have a list of the TV shows, the game shows. So here's some game shows: Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, The Price is Right, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Hollywood Squares, Password, What's My Line, The Newlywed Game, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Match. It was called Match Game. I had to go through the list. Match Game was great. Deal or No Deal, Cash Cab, Pressure Luck, The Gong Show, Let's Make a Deal, The $100,000 Pyramid, Card Sharks, Beat the Clock, and American Gladiators. I don't know if American Gladiators count, but I've heard of all of these but Beat the Clock.
I heard of Beat the Clock, but that's more recent.
Okay.
I can't even remember what it is now, but I've heard of that. I think I watched it like once and I didn't know.
Okay.
I like Jeopardy. I used to be watching Jeopardy with my grandmother, and I could never get them questions. It was too hard. That show was hard. And one time, I'll never forget, I was like 8 or 9, and it was like, what flower, or it wasn't a flower, I can't remember what they called it. What grows in your yard? And it's yellow, and people put it under their chin to see if they like butter. And I was like, what is a buttercup? And I was so happy because I had never get a question right. I was like 8 years old, and I was skipping around the house like, I got a question right.
She got one question.
One question. I thought I could go on show. One question. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Jeopardy.
But you was going right on there.
I was going right on there. Right on Jeopardy with the answer of buttercup. Mm-hmm.
So game shows have been around for nearly a century. Honestly, I think they had to have come from Gladiator, because you know how people in Rome would go and watch the gladiators in the arena? I think that had to have been the early ones. But it's that the earlier game shows began on the radio, like Brooklyn Eagle Quiz. On certain current events in 1923. And these were simple quiz formats that contestants answered questions for a small prize. They must have had to call in. In 1940s, the first television game show, Spelling Bee, that would have been you. R-E-S-P.
Please, why do you still remember this?
I remember everything you tell me because it's funny.
Oh, I was such an awkward kid. Like, I was embarrassing, y'all.
The first, in 1938, followed by Truth or Consequences in 1941. Bring that back. These early shows set the foundation for the genre. In 1950s, game shows became the staple of American television, with high-stakes programs like 64,000 Question gaining massive popularity. That must have been like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. However, scandals involving rigged quiz shows led to stricter regulations. Yeah, some of these game shows, they used to be playing people. You couldn't even win.
Right. That's
why they have like the game show people, like they got a board now to make sure anybody quit cheating. 1960s and 1970s, the genre rebounded with fun, low-stakes formats like Jeopardy and the Match Game. Shows like Price is Right introduced audience participation. That was good. 1980s, 1990s, game shows diversified with trivia-based formats, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and physical challenges, American Gladiator, which I think that's how it started. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I remember when it first started.
Mhm.
Everybody was watching it.
First
First of all, it gave me anxiety.
Yes, it'll be the pause, the longest pause ever.
Because remember, it didn't start with. It wasn't Regis at first, right? It was a white lady. Yeah,
she was
the
worse.
worst.
Yeah.
At least Regis laughed.
Yeah.
She didn't laugh. And then she would talk
She
about
gave me
them.
Judge Judy vibes.
I don't know. She was a little bit better for me to watch. I think I stopped watching when Regis took over. Nothing against Regis, but I felt like she was more dramatic.
She was dramatic. Definitely dramatic.
Yes. In the 2000s, modern game shows blend traditional formats with reality TV elements, interactive technology, and streaming platforms. Speaking of streaming platforms, do you know who Kat Sinha? Is that how you say his name? Kat Sinha? Who cares? You don't like African Americans. He ain't say that, but he be talking about us.
Who? I don't know why you asked me if I know who somebody is. Like, you know who I am. So, why you asked that?
Let me show you his face.
Okay.
You don't know who this boy is.
Oh,
yeah. I know you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Constant. He's having a streamer academy, like he's opening a streamer academy, I guess, trying to teach people how to be a streamer, and all these people are making a streamer university, and all these people are making videos trying to get on it and everything like that.
Okay.
So funny because they call him the new Ellen, because people keep going, celebrities be going on his show and stuff, talking.
Yes, that's the person.
What do you think? Yes. Him. That guy. He has a streaming university. He just started it. So, what do you think out of all the shows that I named? Which one do you think was the most popular game of all time?
Of all time?
And if you this the question, if you get it wrong, you gotta drink. I've named 20 games.
Wheel of Fortune.
I'll give you another chance.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Okay. What do y'all think? Jeopardy is the most popular.
Between those two, I just was like, I don't know.
Yes, the most popular game show of all time is Jeopardy. It's been a staple of television since it debuted in 1964, known for its unique answer and question
1964 is wild.
Was our parents even born?
My mom was 3.
Yeah, my mom was 3 too.
Yeah.
My father was just born.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Christian said Jeopardy.
Other highly popular games would be Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, and The Price is Right.
My favorites.
Yeah, the top. I would call them the top dogs.
Yes, Family Feud. Listen, most of the videos I pulled for today were Family Feud because I'd be cracking up at these people.
Did you get one? Hold on, let me see if you got one video. Because I really like it. Tell me your favorite TV show, game shows y'all used to watch. While I pull this up.
I used to love Wheel of Fortune. I found some funny videos for Wheel of Fortune too.
Oh, okay.
Like, bro, these people, because on Wheel of Fortune, even if you have all the words right, I mean, all the letters like already guessed, you still have to pronounce it right. So they be messing up, and it'd be right there.
Right there. It'd be right there. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I sent it to you.
Jasmine said Price is Right.
Price is
I'm
Right.
not good at that. Like, I'm terrible at the Price is Right.
Actually, that's probably the one that I'm the worst at. But my sister Donnie's loved that show, so we used to watch it.
I'm gonna put it on here because I don't have it.
Okay.
Keep talking, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I say y'all. Keep commenting. We'll be back. We'll be right here.
We're just trying to put another video on. But what do you think? What do y'all think makes a great game show? Is it luck, skill, or personality? Luck, skill, or personality? I think personality makes everything.
Yeah. Personality is because like that's what makes Family Feud so funny. Is the personality.
And like Steve Harvey and it was what's his name?
Drew Carey.
Yeah. And then it was another man. That was his man who used to be on Family Feud. He would kiss all the ladies.
So when it first started, oh yeah, some of them older game shows, I'm like,
why are you kissing all these ladies?
Hollywood Squares, yeah, I did like Hollywood Squares. So I was like, oh, I get to see the celebrities.
They still do Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Why you say like that?
It's different now. Everything's different.
It's the exact same.
Aaron said it was Richard Dawson.
Yes, Richard Dawson. He used to kiss all the ladies. I'm gonna be so mad.
Like, why are you over there? Yeah, I really like of course, Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, and I like Price is Right. I'm just not good at it. Like I like watching them do it, and I'd be feeling bad when they go to that's Price is Right, right? When they have to spin the wheel at the end.
Yeah, it'd be a zero.
I'd be like, or go over.
Yeah, and you did all that for nothing.
Or they go to try to win a prize, and it'd be like, burr.
You lose.
Right.
My sister wanted to go on there so bad, Donnie's. Like, but she wanted to go on there with Bob Barker.
Oh, I feel like I'm always judging everybody on the game shows, and I was like, man, if I got on there, I'd probably be the same way, looking dumb.
Because the anxiety kick in.
Yeah.
And you can't answer nothing.
No, because on Family Feud, they be saying the dumbest stuff. And I'd be like, how did you say they don't even start with the right letter? Like, what are you talking about?
You got to play one.
Oh, my gosh. You know I had to find our favorite one. The part of the body that start with T. All right, y'all. This one, our favorite ones that there's a couple of them, but this one, all right, here we go.
Tell me a part of the body that begins with the letter T.
Titties. Favorite part.
Without hesitation, and he saw absolutely nothing wrong.
Nope.
I love this guy right here.
That's a good answer. Like, no, it's not. Y'all, that one's one of my favorites. And then I gotta play the other one I love. Let me delete this one.
Oh God.
This one though had us in tears. Let me show this one.
What down? Name something that follows the word pork.
You pine.
Huh?
Huh? You pine. Porcupine.
Yes, lunatic.
Pork. He said cupine. Cupine. What? What is cupine? This is the greatest answer I've ever heard. I feel you. It's number one.
Oh, my mama.
Pow. It's number one. Oh, really? Well, I tell you what, it's gonna be number one on YouTube, but it ain't gonna be number one on there. I can bet every dollar I got. You the only person that said cupine.
Y'all, why you say you pine?
The worst part is Not only is you saying you fine, Steve about to roast you for 5
Right.
Don't you say that's so big back? It's so big back.
Oh,
Like, for you to say that. So you think it's personality too?
yes.
Okay. Which game show has had the biggest cultural impact and why?
Oh, cultural impact?
I think that's hard too.
I don't know. Man, I was just happy to finally see black people on game shows because for a while, like Wheel of Fortune, it used to be so many white people. Same thing with Jeopardy. It was when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire started, I feel like I started seeing more black people, and I was happy they were winning money. But I don't know if there's a specific one for me.
I really got to look at the list again.
Yeah. Christian said there has to be a document you sign that makes you say good answer. Because I would never. Right. I'm not saying good answer. I'm be sitting there staring at them like, did you really just say porcupine? And then the person that said, lawn, pork lawn. I mean, it was up there, but why do you say it like that?
Oh. I think that all the ones we named that was the most popular probably had a big cultural impact. Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, and Price is Right. Because I feel like every show after it probably had a dynamic from that show. Like Jeopardy is kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yeah. Price is Right is like Deal or No Deal. Very, very different, but like you had to guess.
The premise of
you had to guess. So I guess I feel like a lot of those were the start of that. Do y'all think that it was a game show that was cultural impact? How have game shows evolved from their early days to now? The first thing I'm laughing because I remember watching those game shows from the 70s, and like they could not say certain things.
No.
You could not say titty.
No, they could not say that.
It was cut cameras. It was black.
And they tried it. I think I found one that like they said something and I was like, oh my gosh. And the host was just staring like, what's happening?
See, they couldn't say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just very different back then on TV. But it was also an era where if you played a husband and wife, you couldn't sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
So they definitely couldn't say a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
And I just remember that's the most thing I remember. What do you think?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
So much stuff they couldn't do. Like that's how. I mean, now it's just like it's evolved so much. Like the way that they interact on the game shows, the stuff that they do or they say, the topics. Yeah. It changes with the time.
Definitely. What's the most memorable game show moment you've ever seen?
Besides the two I just showed.
Yes.
I remember when there was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't remember, of course, who the guy was, but he was on there for a very long time, going and going and going. Like the world was just watching. And I think he got so far up. I can't remember. It was like right before the million or something. And like the world was literally like, is he going to win $1 million? And I remember when that happened. Like it was like he was on a couple episodes.
Oh, the first man that won. Yeah.
I think, did he win? He got on.
Yeah, he won.
Everybody was like watching and like waiting to see.
I had my answer, and then you said that, and it reminded me of something else. So I'm gonna say two then.
Okay.
A memorable one for me was watching Match Game, and there was this one man that used to be on there all the time, and he got everybody questions right always. So if you never watched Match Game, basically the host would say a sentence like, I never ate salmon until I blank this. That's what they would say. And then the celebrities would have to fill in the blank correctly as the game show contestant.
Okay.
Yeah. So they say that's the sentence. I never had salmon until I don't know, hugged Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know, something like that. And you would put it in there and they would have to match game. So one guy, he was so good. So one of his questions, I think it had something to do with lawnmower. I can't remember what it was, but it was another celebrity's name. I'm gonna make it up. Let's name him Chris. Let's name him Chris Evans. So Chris Evans was a baby, but he basically the contestant in their blank they had put Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
The man was like, "Oh, I used to live next door." He said to Chris, to Chris Hemsworth. He said, "I used to live next door to Chris Hemsworth." So the whole audience is like, because she's like at the end and she's about to win the money, whatever. The whole audience is like, "Oh man," because they think that's his name, the name that he wrote. And he pulled out the card and he was like, "But I used to live across the street," and he put Chris Evans. So it was the exact same thing, and the whole audience went crazy because he did that. And the second, that's my most memorable. The second one was when the person that a person tried to like cheat Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It was their wife or man or whoever it was either behind the person. They had the answers. They was looking them up. However, we used to look up things then. I don't know, it might be on Google, but she was looking up the answers and was feeding him through his ear.
I remember that.
And no, it wasn't the ear thing. She was tapping or she was coughing.
Yeah.
And she was letting him know, and they watched it back and saw her doing that. Terrible. I wonder what happened to them.
I remember that. Oh my gosh.
It was all types of scandals in game show world. Why do you? Oh, you said yours, right? Most memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do some game shows last for decades while others disappear quickly?
I feel like you got to get the crowd in. Like starting a game show now is kind of hard because there's so many that are already like so popular. You know, Price is Right is still going on, and with the Game Network, people want to watch the old game shows. Like, so it's kind of hard to get something off the ground. So I think having that nostalgia of the old ones, that's what people are watching.
Yeah, that's true. For me, I think so. When I think of TV game shows that didn't last, I definitely think about Bill Nye the Science Guy's. Not Bill Nye the Science Guy, Lord. Why am I calling that? Be quiet. What's his name?
Ooh.
He'd be like Bueller. He was on the mask. You and the mask.
Why are you trying to talk to me about anything?
Oh, one and the same. Y'all know the man. What's his name, y'all? He the one that got he's the dry eyes man. And he got the dry voice.
Let me see, dry. You look it up.
He didn't build something. I said Bill Nye the Science Guy. That's not him.
Ben Stein?
Ben Stein. It's not Bill. You knew what I was talking about.
Oh, he had a game show.
Yeah, exactly. Look it up. Ben Stein's game show.
Ew, the way he talked.
Yes, and he talked exactly like that.
Oh, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
No, it was something else. But I think he was on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Wait, who is that?
Now he 80 years old.
I thought he was older. Oh, Win Ben Stein's Money.
Ain't nobody playing that.
He did. They went on there.
Oh my gosh.
How long it lasted?
97 to 2003.
Oh, that was long.
6 years.
Yeah, that's pretty long. I thought it was shorter than that.
I ain't never watched that. I ain't never hear nothing about that.
Okay, that don't count. That 6 years is a pretty long time, but I thought it was like a season. And we can't forget the kids' games. But before that, there is some scandals, right? So you remember the game show I said 64,000? They also had contestants feeding answers, and it had a whole investigation. And that show is the reason why they have like a game show like panel for like unique requirements and stuff like that. Then there, oh God, Pressure Luck. We didn't say that. That is a show.
Pressure Luck. See, I never heard of these shows.
Pressure Luck. The man Michael Larson, he memorized the game's patterns and won over $110,000, exploiting a flaw in the system. And then we already talked about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire coffin scandal with Charles Ingram. He was accused of cheating by having his accomplice cough to signal the correct answers, but it was his wife. And then the dating game serial killer in 1978, Rodney Alcala, later convicted of multiple murders, appeared as a contestant and won a date on the dating game. She won the date, and then she realized he was weird, like like that day. It was something about him. She was off, and she just like went into the parking lot, and I think she said he was like following her. Oh, so she got into the parking lot and got into her car and like rode away and never seen the song again. So yeah, they was gonna pay for that date and everything, and she turned it down because she said he was weird.
He's a weirdo.
He had killed like 27 women.
Yikes,
something like that. He killed more than women.
Glad she realized that, like, that he was weird. Like, glad she was listening to her intuition.
Ain't no way you can be normal killing them. And then there's the Deal or No Deal lawsuit. A couple sued the show, claiming its text message-based contest violated gambling laws. Oh, they were just mad. You just mad that you lost, for real.
Right.
So what's the appeal of trivia-based game shows like Jeopardy compared to physical challenge shows like Wipeout?
I just be liking to see how much knowledge people have. Like, how do you know that information? It'd be something so specific. Like, how you just are a trivia person to know stuff like that. I just be interested in watching that and to see how much money they win.
Absolutely. Also, I can compete way quicker on Jeopardy than I can on Wipeout. You ain't about to get me.
Fact.
I will be done in 2 seconds. Wasn't there a show that long? You can't touch the floor, or it was.
Oh yeah, the floor is lava.
Wasn't elected.
And then there's the one where you had to like get into the shape of the thing that's coming towards you.
Well, I was about to say that.
I'd be right in the water, or whatever they knock you into. I'd be right out.
Why would they give that skinny shape to that fat person?
Right, because that thing was a setup. Because that shape ain't gonna be able to fit me.
Oh.
Because what she was gonna do, that shape was little.
No, let me see if I can find that. You gotta put that on.
Oh my gosh.
Go to a video while I find it.
All right, let me see that.
Everybody gotta see that.
Like, why would you do that to this poor lady? You know she can't fit in that shape.
We asked 100 people to name a game you can play in bed. Steve.
I Spy.
Ice.
Something you squeeze.
Peanut butter.
What would be the ideal everyday temperature? Everybody, disrobe. 98.6. Survey said, Dale.
People, your time starts now.
A group of pill pushers?
Name a yellow fruit.
Orange.
Name something that comes in pairs. Fred.
Bananas. Oh, God.
Why would they say name a yellow fruit and she say orange?
And the fact that orange is also a color.
Right. Like, what are you talking about?
I can't remember the name of the show. Look it up.
Me either.
That would fit in the shape.
Yo, I gotta play this other one.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
I'm sorry, that's not it.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, that's it.
A round of sausage? That don't even make no sense. Treat yourself allowed to
Yelling.
treat yourself a round of sausage.
It's called Hole in the Wall.
Okay.
I don't find the show.
Christian said, I think that's more of a matter of opinion. Which can you change? Which can you more easily train, your body or your mind? Yeah, because some people might be good athletically and then they ain't got the sense that God gave them. So yeah, you're right.
For me, it would definitely be
In my mind.
about the job.
Oh Lord.
It would definitely, my mind would definitely be easier. Because I look at the one that you gotta do the whole course. What's that called?
Ninja Warrior?
Ninja Warrior. I'll be out the first jump.
I used to love watching them. They'd be right in that water.
I'll be in the water immediately. The first jump, to be honest. I'm glad I know how to swim.
Right.
Like, you ain't getting
A
me.
lot of those are comedic value too. Like people just be wanting to laugh.
True.
Down.
Oh yes.
Like I shouldn't even looked at it.
Play that right now.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta put this in. Why would she send this to me?
Yo, look at this. Come look at this.
And video clip. Y'all, when I play this video, if y'all haven't seen this is hilarious. Come on, video. Go ahead and process. Here we go, y'all. They know they was wrong. She said
it wasn't even the fact. It wasn't even the fact that she was big. It was also an impossible shape.
Right. She said, what was she gonna do?
What was she gonna do? And why was she on that show?
Right, I wouldn't even go on the show like that. I was big.
Wear a napkin. I'm crying.
Yeah, I'm playing another video. Here.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Mm-hmm.
O.
There is an O, yeah. Anything else?
I'd like to solve.
Okay.
Renting a paddle boat.
No, that is not correct. Sean, it's your turn. $500.
T.
Yes, 2 T's.
I'd like to buy an E.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 E's. And no more vowels.
I'd like to solve.
Yeah.
Renting a paddle boat.
No, that's not right. Oh. Michelle, you have $3,000. You can spin again, but you don't have to.
Oh.
$600. What letter do you want?
M.
No. Crystal.
I I have to spin.
$900.
W?
No. Sean, what do you want to do?
I like to solve.
Go ahead.
Renting a pedal boat.
Yeah, there you go. Pedal. It's a pedal. There you go.
A little redemption.
Yeah. Everybody's been saying paddle, and that's easy. A paddle boat's a little different thing. A pedal boat, you got those. Anyway, the point is that you've got $750 after all that.
Why would they say W and M? What word would that be?
That really pissed me off just now.
Oh, that sent me out earlier. I was so shocked.
Oh goodness. Have game shows changed the way people view intelligence?
Yes.
And competition.
Let me say M.
Yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes too, because you can see in full effect that people are not that smart. Not that you can't go to work and not see that.
Right.
But game show
on national TV, it's like I'm not embarrassing myself like that.
It's like going to X Factor or American Idol auditions. And you know you can't sing. They don't know they can't sing. That's really the problem.
How?
But you went on there on national TV and said pedal boat. You said paddle boat when there was no A right there. It wasn't two D's.
No.
And it was two of y'all that did.
And then after that, you said an M and a W.
What was that going to be?
What word was
what
that?
What word is that
There was
spelling?
only one letter left, so it will only go one place.
So you can't play Wheel of Fortune or Scrabble.
Right. Well, y'all, people have to know their strengths and they don't. That's the problem. They really don't know their strengths.
Oh, what's the wildest or most controversial game show scandal in history? Oh, we didn't talk about game show scandals. I don't know about wow, but I do think that the scandal from the 68,000 TV game show had to change their entire way to do game shows. So
yeah.
I guess that would have to be one.
Probably.
But I saw the serial killer was crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's a lot more scandals that we didn't name.
Of course. There's gotta be.
I can't think of any. I think there was one. The Price is Right girls. Something's going on with them. Let's see. All right, scandal. With
There's a scandal for everything.
Mm-hmm. What's the lady? Oh, Holly Hallstrom. She was Price is Right girl. Bob Barker dismissed her because she gained 14 pounds from prescription meds, and it was a whole scandal.
Yikes.
Not Bob Barker was like that.
Right.
I mean, I don't trust none of them.
Nope.
Okay, next question. If you could bring back any classic game shows, which one would it be?
I still watch all of them. But probably the original Price is Right.
The original one?
Like
they're still going.
Yeah, but not with who was the host? First host.
Bob Barker?
Yeah.
He did.
I know.
You would bring him back?
I would bring that back.
You would dig him up?
What is it, Drew Carey now?
I think so.
And it's not that. I mean, he's cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know something about Bob Barker. So I think it's more like the original host in the way that they did things.
That's true, because Alex Trebek is also gone.
Yeah, and it just is different.
Let's dig him up.
Bob Barker, yeah. Now let's dig him up. Please.
Dig him up. It'll be great.
Be a skeleton up there. But yeah, all the originals, you know, Alex Trebek, all of them, Bob Barker, they were great. The only newer host that I like better is probably Steve Harvey. with Family Feud because he's just hilarious. The way
He's always hilarious.
The way he be looking in the camera with the people.
Yeah. People be like him, yes. But he's hilarious.
He's actually quite funny.
Especially, oh my God, Sunday night, and we would all finish church and go home and watch Apollo.
Oh my gosh, Apollo.
Yeah.
Used to have me cracking up.
Oh,
Crying.
no, it wasn't Sunday night. It was Saturday night because we talked about it Sunday morning. Yes, I was cackling. Okay. But the kids never got booed. I always like that. And if you sung a gospel song, it kind of saved you. But if you was too bad and you sung a gospel song, they would get you out of there.
Why are you up on God's stage doing that?
But they trying to bring back Apollo recent years. I don't know if they're still doing it.
It wasn't the same though.
Oh, okay. I know that they don't televise it all the time, but I think they still do it sometimes.
Yeah. But when he would come out there with that daggone cane to get them.
Yes. And Sandman was the best.
Yes. And the people would still be going like, come on. You don't hear that noise?
You don't hear the tapping around you.
Like, it's time for you to go.
And some of them got real mad. That's the same as going on American Idol.
Yes, looking dumb.
Now you look real crazy in front of black people because now we're going to drag it.
Right. Absolutely. American Idol used to send me out. Like, we would have a whole marathon on the phone, watching it together. It would be me and Angelo and the other girl that I used to be friends with. We would just all be on three-way watching American Idol.
Yeah. Who was your favorite win of American Idol?
Somebody that actually won.
Somebody actually won the show.
Probably. I feel like I like people that didn't win the show.
Same.
Probably Fantasia.
Yeah, that's mine.
If I had to pick what person that won.
But I like Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson was going to be my next.
But Fantasia is top.
And then people that didn't win, of course, Jennifer
Hudson. I used to like the Justin boy, but he fell off the earth.
What's his name? The one that sing Adam Lambert.
Oh yeah, Adam Lambert. I love it. He's a good time. I forget that he's from American Idol. Of course, we can't forget Todrick Hall.
Yeah, I forgot he was.
I know everybody forgot he was on American Idol, but that's where he started.
That's crazy. American Idol sets people up, but they set themselves up too because you can't sing.
X Factor set people up too, because actually it's the same. They be setting each other people up the same way because they be telling them you gotta sing this song, knowing they can't sing, and knowing, and some of them didn't practice the song, but they say you gotta sing this song. Like the girl, she is a pig personator. And when she said that she filled out the application and came, it's the first audition before you go on stage, they told her to sing a Pink song. She didn't want to do a Pink song, but they told her to do a Pink song. She get on stage, she sung a Pink song. They was like, why'd you do a Pink song? I want to hear you do another song. The judges said this.
Right.
Remember, it's different people.
Right.
Yeah. And she said, and so she sung something else, but they didn't really like it. She said they said she was still doing Pink. And she said, but you guys told me to do a Pink song. And they was like, we didn't tell you to do a Pink song, which is true, they didn't. The producers were setting it all up for it to be a disaster. Right. And of course, she gave them the TV that they wanted. And she exploded and stuff.
Yep, they set people up like that. And then sometimes, they don't want the people that are pretty good. They don't want that.
Yeah.
So you could be good, and they'll be like, no, we don't want you.
Yeah.
And they want the drama.
They do want the drama. Also, if you don't have the look, and you are good, you're not going to get in.
Yeah.
And it used to not be that way because remember, X Factor, what's her name, Susan Boyle.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She ended up winning, I think.
And her voice was amazing.
Yeah.
But even look at Ruben Jennifer Hudson. They told them, the judges was like, y'all sound good, but I don't know what y'all gonna do because y'all fat. Basically.
Yeah, they did tell them that. I remember that.
They said that you're not like Hollywood because you're fat.
And what's his name? Cow. You know who I'm talking about? The mean British man. Simon. And welcome Scott Cow. Simon Cow. Told Jennifer Hudson she wasn't going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
She really said, and look at me. And did.
And he definitely apologized.
Yeah.
Just because she was fat.
Yep.
She made it fat. She made one of the biggest musicals ever fat.
Mm-hmm.
With Beyonce. I love that musical.
She sounded so good to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know how we got on that, but that's considered a game show to me. How do hosts influence the success of a game show? We were just on this.
Personality.
Yes, personality. Steve Harvey definitely influences.
Yes.
Family Feud. If the host is boring, it's not gonna last.
I'm not watching. Why is boring?
Not gonna last. And sometimes they'll pick like somebody that they think is gonna be funny because they saw them on the TV show. Dry.
Right.
Like, what's his name? Carlton? Fresh Prince, Alfonso.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was a host somewhere.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are funny outside of that character.
Right.
But Niecy Nash, she does the sing song.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sing the finish the lyrics.
Right.
She's pretty good.
Is that the one? There's one where like they're singing and you're trying to like guess who their relative is.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That's
that was kind of good.
Yeah, that was good. I can't remember who the host was. It was another famous person that's the host to that one. Yeah, that was good. I like all the singer ones.
Yeah. What was it? Masked Singer. I like that one too.
Is that considered a TV? No, that's a singing competition.
Yeah.
That's not a game show.
But it's a game show to me.
It is a game show to me, so I'll
Did they win something for a charity? Are they doing it for charity?
It's celebrity, so it gotta be.
Yeah.
That's how they write off their taxes.
Mm-hmm. Cause I was so excited. I was like, "That's T-Pain." The people ain't know who that was. Crazy.
And I really don't think, sometimes I think they're lying, but
he sounded so dumb up there. The judges trying to guess. I'm like, does that sound like? Come on now.
That's not white,
right?
They be saying black and white names. No, we don't sound nothing alike.
Right.
And be saying names of people that's athlete, knowing they're not about to get up there. I know it's athletes that go on the show, but it just be ridiculous athletes.
And it be athletes that if they sing really good, they're probably not an athlete unless they just like have that talent too. Mm-hmm. So they just be saying like anything. And my favorite Masked Singer was when it was Lil Wayne and he was the robot. And he took he didn't get through the episode. It was so funny. It was too hot. He was high, first of all. Like, he looked a mess.
He did look a mess when he took that off.
And I knew it was him because he sounded just like himself.
Yes, and another man, that Mickey, I think his name is Mickey. What is that man's name?
The guy that also took his off.
He took his mask off
in the middle of his performance.
It was during the debating.
Yeah, he was like,
Mickey Rourke. That's his name. I didn't even have to finish looking it up. It was Mickey Rourke. I was going to call him the villain from Iron Man 2.
Please.
Because that's what he was.
And I still wouldn't know.
What's the most creative or unique game show format you've seen?
I think the one we were just talking about where you have to guess who their celebrity relative is.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty unique. I haven't really seen anything like that.
That's true. That is unique. I'm trying to think. To be honest, I think Price is Right is very unique.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything is set up like that.
That's kind of cool. What's the one where you had to go shopping in the store?
Supermarket something.
Yes. I would love, now that I would do, but I'm probably going to fall running around trying to grab stuff.
Supermarket Sweep.
Yes, I love that.
That was a good show. Okay, then we got Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Wait, they have a game show for that?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh, you just watched the show?
No, I just played the game on the computer.
Oh.
But I didn't know. I knew about the TV show. I didn't know it was a game show.
Yes, it was something that you would lose. It was
because I don't know nothing about it.
It was a geography quiz show.
Oh, I definitely. I was guessing on the dang one computer game.
Me and you.
I don't know nothing about no geography. Christian said the Newlywed Game, and I just said Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah. Newlywed Game got people in trouble.
Listen, when they play that on the cruises, y'all, that is one of the most fun nights of the cruise.
Yeah,
when they do the Newlywed Game, and it be getting heated.
Oh, I know she had 2 games. Oh, it was another one after, wasn't it? I can't remember. I didn't watch that one. I know Donny Osmond was good on Max Singer. Oh, Nick Arcade. It was a video game themed competition. Figure It Out. Wild and Crazy Kids. Brain Surge. Jep, the kids version of Jeopardy.
I think Legend of the Hidden Temple was my favorite.
That was scary.
Yeah,
I think Double Dare. Yeah, Double Dare was my favorite.
Not I just said finally an episode where I know stuff.
Double Dare. Who was the person that did Double Dare? Wasn't he the same? Oh, y'all, the person that did Double Dare, the host of Double Dare, wasn't he the same one as Guts? Double Dare host. Mark Summers, he old. He's 73. Guts. Am I crazy, y'all? No, it wasn't. Who's the host of Guts?
I remember Guts too. I like that show too.
Guts was kind of like the Olympics. Who's got guts? Not me. No, it wasn't. It was Michael O'Malley. I'm being racist. Mark Summers did something else, y'all.
He did What Would You Do?
What would you do? Thanks, baby.
Not from upstairs.
What would you do?
Wait, did I watch that? What would you do?
What would you do?
No, too. What?
It was, oh my God, it was so old. It was on for a while. I cannot explain this show.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Hold on. Oh my God, it was a
Shut up, Christian, because when I typed it in, that's what came up. The City High song. He said, "What would you if my son was home crying all alone?" When I looked it up, that was the thing that popped up to you.
It says the audience viewed a previous. Okay, the audience viewed a previously taped segment or stock film featuring children and families or others put in unusual situations. The tape was stopped before the outcome, and Summers asked the audience to vote on either what would they do in the same situation or what the outcome would be. After the results were tallied, the outcome was played. Oh my, I remember this. You didn't watch it at all, did you? Yes, I remember this. I definitely watched this less than I think the other stuff. Y'all remember What Would You Do? 1991.
1991. Wild.
I was in the first grade.
Yikes.
Don't do this.
I was 3.
Right. So, well, I thought Mark Thomas was the host of Guts this whole time, and it's somebody named Mike O'Malley. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Oh, the kids ones. What was your favorite out of the kids? You said you said Legends of the Hidden Temple. What do you like about Legends of the Hidden Temple?
I wanted to be on it.
It was scary.
I know.
I would have peed.
I probably would have. It was scary, but like I don't know, it was just cool that they was like doing all those different like activities and jumping from stuff and running through stuff, like trying to get out. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
What was your favorite team?
I don't know.
Mine was the red team, but I can't remember what animal they was.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was a purple team, right?
Team.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one.
I always pick the red team, but if it was black people on one team,
Same.
The thing used to come. The people used to come out and steal them.
Yes, that was
then
scary.
it was scream bloody murder.
That was scary. And I also like Double Dare.
Yeah,
they do different challenges.
Yeah.
I like physical games like that when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I would never, of course, do it, but I liked watching it.
Same.
Both said the Red Jaguars.
Red Jaguars.
Was it Purple Barracudas?
You know, you remember something?
Oh, it was Blue Barracudas. It was. I know it was a Barracuda somewhere. Oh, Purple Parrots.
You would pick a dumb parrot.
I changed my answer.
Parrots are, I think, the same intelligence as a 3-year-old.
Yeah, Blue Barracuda.
So they're actually pretty smart. I don't remember Nick. I do remember Nick Arcade. I don't remember Brain Surge.
I don't know that either.
Yeah,
Orange Iguanas. Yep, I remember all that now. Mo, why do you know this? You still be watching it.
It's not on.
You can probably find it somewhere.
The temple thing used to talk.
It
That's
did.
terrifying.
It is.
Y'all sit up there and watch that. It was a horror.
Why did they do alliteration for some of them and not all of them? That's bothering me. We got the purple parrots, the blue barracudas, and the silver snakes. But then we have the red jaguars and the orange iguanas.
Yeah.
No.
The red jaguars bothers me the most.
Right.
Oh,
man. Yes, Mo. You know all this.
He was terrifying. And
yep,
then
you said YouTube. Yep.
And then the witch doctor things would jump out and grab you if your time wasn't up. If your time wasn't.
Yep.
Well, if you walked into that room, that's what it was. Too. No, I would peel myself. And then nobody gonna have fun. How do game shows differ across different countries and cultures? I think Asian game shows, I'm not sure what country.
Temple Guards. Mono, everything.
Oh, yeah, the Temple Guards. I'm saying Indigo. Right. They could have been the purple ones could have been something else. And then it could have been the Indigo iguana. Please. Anyway, they could have tried better than what they did.
Ninja Warrior. Yep, that's what I was thinking, Mo. Ninja Warrior. When you said the different cultures.
Oh yeah, Ninja Warrior is very different from
Unbeatable Banzuke. Yep.
The Asian TV shows are intense.
Mo, you remember Shiratori Bumpy? Man.
Explain.
It was a guy who was always on it, and he would get like to the second part always. And this one time he was running, he was doing a little thing where you got to go back and forth, and he fell right in the water. And the announcer was like, "Shiratori Bumpy! Oh my god!" And me and Mo and everybody used to just imitate that all the time.
Y'all stupid. Oh. Yeah, I think the Asian ones are very intense.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like Africa TV game shows might be a little intense too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
I
feel like
love Ninja Warrior. Then they came out with American Ninja Warrior, but I like the regular one better, the Asian one.
I don't think I watched the Asian one. Y'all haven't showed that to me. Y'all showed me the American
The
one,
American,
which had Asians on it.
yeah. No, we used to watch the original, the Asian. Yeah, mostly he would always get far early on, but as he got older, he was failing the opening stages. Yeah, he failed as soon as he started.
A cane show or a kid show?
I think you mean game.
Game?
Yeah.
Oh, game show? Yes, it's a game show. It was mentioned.
I'm just trying to decode it.
Yeah, Wipeout I used to watch too.
When we finish, I gotta show you the clip of him failing at the beginning and him saying that. I gotta find it. That's the problem.
Oh, I think you had it already.
No, but while I'm looking, because now I kind of want to show y'all. Let me put something else up. What haven't I? Sometimes I forgot to delete some of them that we already watched.
Spin, Pat.
Yeah, 4 L's. Pick that up, turn it over. Lay it down right over that London trip down there.
That's all.
Oh, well, that'd be a good idea, yeah.
Mythological hero Achilles.
Gotta solve that.
Okay.
Shelby.
I'll solve.
Yeah.
Mythological hero Achilles.
Yeah, that's it.
W.
There's a W. Pick up that half car. It's a Chevy Sonic this week. Last round to try to get the other half. Wow.
L.
There's an L. Pick it up. You got both halves. 300.
C.
Huh?
Can I solve?
Yeah.
The world's fastest man.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's solve.
Go ahead.
On the spot dice spin.
Shelby?
On the spot decision.
Yeah, that's it.
You serious?
He really embarrassed me.
Who told him to go on that show? Whoever did it shouldn't have.
No, he was playing. He was playing, y'all. Ain't no way he wasn't playing.
That is embarrassing.
Dice
spin.
Dice spin.
Oh, did we watch this one? Let me see.
I believe every letter you called is in this puzzle. Boy, he called the right letters, didn't he? It's a thing. You have 10 seconds. Can he do it? Good luck.
Magic hand, magic band, magic yan, sand, band, canned, jan, panned, fan, band, wand, wand. Oh!
Wow.
That and looks so Andy.
I'm sorry. You had that sound in your mind.
I did.
I'm sorry you fooled me with that one. I didn't think it was happening.
Wow.
Wow. Well.
Single word. But never think about the sound and not the Like he was just going land, hand, saying, man. I'm like, what are you doing?
A magic wand is pretty. I don't know. Was Harry Potter out back then?
That is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Well, I thought this was interesting. 3 things you didn't know about being on a game show.
Okay.
Here are 3 things you didn't know about being on a game show. Number 1, there's multiple interviews and auditions and emails and countless interactions before they finally say you're on. Number 2, expect to be there for a big chunk of the day, and you don't know when you're going to go on. They take away your phone. You are just sitting there for large amounts of time, just like waiting to be told what to do. And 3, you generally only see the host or the well-known person associated with it when they're on stage with you. There's no interaction before or after. The only time you get to talk to them is when they're on stage, maybe for a minute or two before breaks. But they do take commercial breaks. There's a bonus 4. They do take commercial breaks, and we all just sit around like looking at each other or dance in the middle of the breaks.
I've heard a lot of things about like auditioning and how long you're there, and basically how you could do really well, but it's also like we were saying earlier, personality. Like you could be doing well, but if another family, like I heard this for Family Feud specifically, even if you do really well, you might not have the personality. Your family might not have the personality to get on the show.
Oh wow! So y'all could have been really smart and win it, but if you're boring,
right? They might be like, no, you didn't get past the audition.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't blame him, Christian, for some of them, like Magic Hand and Magic. Like some of it was making sense, but some of them words people just make it up, and I was like, come on now.
He was just thinking. I understand he was thinking, and but that would not come to the some part would not come to my brain first.
Right.
Magic wand.
Right. It's a thing. It's a thing. And he had the most letters that I've ever seen, pretty much, when they fill it out, because they pick the letters. He had almost every letter, and he only was missing 2 letters. Crazy.
Oh.
We did. Y'all. I don't think y'all saw this enough. I gotta play it again. I don't think y'all saw that.
Yeah, I can watch that one over and over.
I'm gonna delete it now. I'll play it again. But why did you do that to that lady? Why did you give her that little shake? Is she about 300 pounds? That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. What role does audience participation play in making a game show exciting?
Wait, what? I was still thinking about the lady.
What role does the audience play in making the game show exciting?
Oh, it depends on the show, because some of them, they get really involved.
Yeah.
Like when they dress up for, what was that, Price is Right? When they dress up and do different things, I think that's fun. Their reactions to stuff, because, when they do the live audience like thing, it's just cool to see their reactions, other than, like, sometimes they'll just hit the button and make the noise. But it's cool when it's actually people getting involved. I think it makes it more fun.
He's
about Achilles.
I completely blame one guy. I don't know how long it would take me to guess Magic Hand. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Actually,
he was just this laughing. He need to go get Jack. I truly believe that.
Embarrassing.
But
you had every letter.
But I think that the audience is very important. Much like if you're watching a play, the audience makes the play better.
Yeah.
I think the same for game shows.
I even like going to the movies with a good
and
audience.
A good audience. Me too.
We cracking up.
Funny.
I was cracking up during sentence.
Yeah.
I was talking to them people in the movies. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't seen it, go see Sinners.
Yes. Then the applause, and then like people just having emotions during human emotion while you're watching something is great. I think so. I think audience is really important. Okay, if you could, that's a good question. If you could design your own game show, what would it be like? I know mine would be scary.
Of course, yours would be scary.
Mine would be scary, like hidden. Hidden temple.
I need mine to be like the show that we was watching. It was on Netflix. The Asian one. It's kind of, and they was dying. You know, when the girl turns around, what's it called?
I just so Capricorn.
What is it called? Yeah, thank you. But no, I don't think they're really God, but I like the premise.
I think you do.
I like the premise of Squid Games. I like when it's something that's like random, that it's not necessarily like an intelligent thing. Like everybody stand on a square, and if your square light up, then you fall. And
you do like stuff like Double Dare.
Yeah.
It's random, and the families had to do random
like
stuff.
random challenges. Yeah.
And Double Dare.
Yes, thank you, Mo. I could not get it out.
And Double Dare, it was always the mom, I think, that was messing it up.
Yes. Oh. I like the do it. I like watching people do it.
Yeah, I never signed that kind of stuff. I would like to wrestle again. I would like to actually wrestle. But that's the only physical thing you're gonna get out of me in the next coming years.
Yeah, I like physical games. I like games where they have to like there might be a mental component, but like the physical component is really fun.
Yeah.
And lyric games.
Oh
my God. Don't forget the lyrics. We have to be cracking up. Like, what are you even saying right now? I'm doing good on them games from home.
I don't. I don't know the lyrics, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah. They're saying the worst words. Like, that's not it. They'll be singing it. I never really watched the game show. I just played it with y'all, of course,
okay.
when we had parties. So I really sat and watched it one day. Like, people really don't be knowing words.
They don't. What? Let me look again. I don't want to mess with this lady game show.
Yeah.
DC Nash. I'm pretty sure she does the new Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Yeah, I think she does.
It's just reminded me that I got to finish our other show clause. Because we started that in Virginia. Don't Forget the Lyrics, yeah. She's the new host for that.
I like her on that show.
Yeah. I watched like 2 seasons of that. Like I binged it with her on it.
Watch it when we done.
It was good. If I could design my own, yeah, like I said, it would be scary. But it would be more like horror, not like temple.
Mm-hmm.
It would actually be a horror.
Okay.
Yeah. Kinda. I don't know what kind of game or prank. I think it was a prank that they did. Oh, Jaleel White. He had like some type of game where it was a horror. It was a horror house or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would do something like that.
Okay.
So what's the secret to winning on a game show? Is it strategy, luck, or confidence?
It depends on the game show.
Yeah, that's true.
Because some game shows are really luck. Like, come on, that lady in that shape. There was no way, like, it had to have been luck that she would have got something that would have been big enough for her to get through.
They set her up.
They did set her up. But I think it's really a mixture and it depends on the game show.
I think confidence is for some of the physical ones.
Yeah. Because you can be loud and wrong like them people on Wheel of Fortune. Athletes, I'm like,
I feel like some people have too much confidence.
Yeah.
In some of these games.
Like, you should have humbled yourself.
It really do depends. Like all the games require mental strategy.
Yeah.
I feel like. So I feel like it's all strategy. Every game is strategy. Even you hopping from one pole to the next, you gotta have a strategy. You gotta have a strategy to answer trivia correctly.
Yep.
So I think strategy is the most important.
Mm-hmm.
But that was our last question. Please take me through that.
All right, let's see what other videos I had.
The moment Robert Devon started speaking, host Drew Carey knew he was hearing something special.
Almighty sound effects lady, do I have all 5 numbers right?
He didn't, but he really didn't lose.
Robert, I love your voice, by the way. George, you better watch out.
Then Carey decided to have a little fun.
Let's hear you say, it's a new car, real quick, just like an announcer.
It's a new Kia Forte LXS.
We caught up with Devon at his home in Pasadena, California.
It felt great, and it was total surprise. I was totally shocked.
What happened next was a real treat, the real prize.
and you're the new announcer on The Price is Right.
Robert Devon became the announcer.
Robert Devon, who's our next contestant on The Price is Right?
Julie Space, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Maybe for that episode.
Oh.
I wonder how long he did it, but that's kind of cool. Like, even though you didn't necessarily win, you got something else.
Yeah, that's a big confidence boost.
Yeah.
Switch it to the Gigi.
Oh. There we go.
It's just rum now.
Yeah, I know. I saw you pour it in there.
It's something you like your girlfriend to do to your face.
I want to say sit on it.
Yes! Sit on it! Everybody feels better now.
You couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that back in the day. Said, what?
You cannot say that.
You cannot say that at all. You can't say it at all. But now you can.
As we can see.
We played the Millionaire one, right? That was the one you
I'd like to call my parents right now.
Sure.
Use my lifeline, call my parents.
What are their names?
My father. I'll talk to my father.
Does he have a name?
Tom. He does have a name, yes, Tom.
All right. Our friends at AT&T will get your dad on the line, and we'll see if he can help you.
Hello?
Hello, Tom?
Yes.
Hi, Regis Philbin here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hi.
We've got your son John with us right now. He's doing pretty well.
Good.
He's won $500,000.
Wow.
And he's going for $1 million. And he needs your help to get there.
Okay.
So he's going to come on the line, read a question, 4 possible answers. One of them is the right answer. And the next voice you hear will be John's. John, you've got 30 seconds. Starts right now.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
I don't really need your help. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to win the $1 million. Because the U.S. president appeared on Laugh-In as Richard Nixon. That's my final answer.
Well, my gosh. What can I say except, Debbie, you're going to Paris, and this is the final answer heard all around the world. He's won $1 million. Here it is, my man.
I was sitting here irritated, like, don't hurry up and read this question about hi, Dad. But he just wanted to tell me.
I changed my answer to the most memorable. That's probably most memorable for me.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I played one of these, and I didn't play the other one. Let's see which one I played and which one I didn't.
Okay.
Another feather in your hat.
Christopher. $6.50.
G.
No G. Thomas. Uh-oh, the bankrupt got you. Laura, you have another shot at it. You can spin the wheel or try to solve the puzzle.
I'll solve.
Okay.
Another feather in your lap.
No. Although the feather is moving around. Christopher. 900.
D.
No. Thomas. Well, Thomas, I think the wheel got... Laura, you have another opportunity here. You can spin the wheel. You can try to solve the puzzle. What do you want to do? Go ahead and spin if you don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and
yeah,
spin.
Don't get buzzed out here on time. Well, what letter would you like?
A P?
Yes, there's a P. Spin or solve.
I will solve.
Okay.
Another feather in your map.
Christopher, it's your turn. Oh my goodness. The bankrupt got you. Thomas, you have no money. I don't know what you're going to spend. You can try to
I'll spin.
Okay. So what letter would you like?
A C.
Is there a C up there anywhere? There you go. You want to solve this?
Yeah, I'll solve. Another feather in your cap.
Yeah, there you go.
I would have had all that money.
Why the feather would be in her map?
In her map.
Please explain that to me.
Explain. To watch though.
That to me.
Anyway. Not Travis said I can't with this video. I'm yelling like it's live. Fast. We should be over here yelling. I think I played this other one, but I'm gonna play it again because this is the last video.
We asked 100 people to name a game you can play in bed. Steve.
I Spy.
Ice.
Something you squeeze.
Peanut butter.
What would be the ideal everyday temperature? Everybody, disrobe. 98.6. Survey said, Dale.
People, your time starts now.
A group of pill pushers?
Name a yellow fruit.
Orange.
Name something that comes in pairs. Fred.
Bananas. Oh, God.
He said bananas. Bananas don't come in pairs.
They come in bunches.
What is wrong with these people? That was the last
Huge.
video, y'all. Right. Seriously? Earrings.
Earrings.
But then I feel like I'm saying this now, but if I was on Family Feud,
I
I
wouldn't have nothing that came with it.
I wouldn't know no words.
I don't got me on it. Put the game on right now. I wouldn't know it. That comes to my next thing, our last thing, our activity, as we always do.
Activity.
Of course, the game.
Of course.
I don't know the answers, so we're playing together.
Okay.
Everybody, we playing. Are y'all ready?
Am I gonna get $1 million?
No.
Okay. But yeah, I'm still ready.
Maybe eventually. Yes. Well, you're gonna get $1 million.
Oh yeah. But not from this game.
Let's make it very clear. It's not gonna be from this game. Which game show features contestants answering in the form of a question? Yes.
Oh.
Do it.
Jeopardy.
Okay. I would pick. Yeah, has to be Jeopardy. It's Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Family Feud,
it was
or Price is Right.
I know it was a multiple choice. Jeopardy.
Okay. What is the name of the game show where contestants spin a large wheel to solve word puzzles? We both know this. Wheel of Fortune. Gotta be. Okay, let me name them.
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Deal or No Deal, Press Your Luck. Press Your Luck scares me. But I think Wheel of Fortune. Which game show features the phrase survey says? Be Family Feud. It's Family Feud, Price is Right, Hollywood Squares, Match Game.
Survey says Family Feud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who was the original host of Price is Right? Pat Sajak, Alex Trebek, Drew Carey, Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Pat Sajak. Y'all, what was Pat Sajak?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, that's his name?
Yep.
You wouldn't know that. You used to spend time with old people.
Yep.
you was watching Matlock and everything, wasn't you?
No.
She ain't watch that.
We was watching Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, eventually Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, all the game shows like that.
Yeah.
And Vanna, Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
The bad part is my siblings was watching game shows without any old people.
Yikes.
All day watching game shows. Which game show involves contestants choosing briefcases to win money?
Oh.
Card Sharks, Deal or No Deal, Cash Cab, Crunch Your Luck.
Deal or No Deal.
Gotta be Deal or No Deal.
And then briefcases even be having a whole bunch or nothing. It'd be like $1. Mad as I don't know what.
We'll see. What is the maximum prize on? This is stupid. What is the
If you about
maximum
to say
prize
who
on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Bye.
500,000, $1 million, 2 million, 10 million. I wonder. 1 million.
Gotta be $1 million.
Which game show features Daily Double? Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, the $100,000 pyramid.
The Daily Double noise.
Yes, Jeopardy. Gotta be Jeopardy.
Yes.
What is the name of the game show where contestants answer trivia questions in a taxi? Hollywood Square, Deal or No Deal, Press Your Luck, Cash Cab. Gotta be Cash Cab.
Why would y'all say that?
Mhm.
That's obvious.
Which game show features the phrase "Big bucks, no whammies"? Price is Right, Press Your Luck, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud. This one's actually a little harder, but it's Press Your Luck.
I must say it's Press Your Luck because I know the other one.
It's Press Your Luck. I used to watch it all the time. It was one of the shows we used to watch. Which game show involves celebrities helping contestants guess words or phrases? Password, Jeopardy, Deal or No Deal, or Cash Cab?
What was the first one?
Password.
I'm gonna go with that.
Me too. Yeah, because it's not the show. It's not the show like the person they can see it says brownie, but the other one is faced the other way. You're gonna be like, it's soft, it's a cake, it's brown. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. What is the name of the game show where contestants compete in physical challenges and trivia? Double Dare, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud. Gotta be Double Dare because they wasn't doing nothing physical on the rest of these.
Right.
Yeah. Which game show features contestants guessing the price of items? The Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, the Game of Thrones, Jeopardy. I think we all have to be. It's the
Game of
Price.
Thrones.
Like, no, gotta be Game of Thrones. Oh. Which game show features a pyramid-shaped board with categories? The $100,000 pyramid, Jeopardy, Hollywood Squares, or Match Game?
They gotta stop saying it in the dead question.
Got to. The pyramid game, which I didn't watch a lot, but I did watch it. Which game show features the contestants answering trivia questions to avoid being eliminated by the chaser? Family Feud. Listen to this. Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, or the chase?
I quit.
I've never heard of the chase.
Me either.
What's that? Last one. Which game show features contestants trying to match answers with celebrities? Match Game, Hollywood Squares. Oh, this is actually two. Family Feud or Password.
Right.
So I don't think Hollywood Squares.
Didn't match.
It was a match.
No.
So it had to be Match Game.
Yeah. And they said it in the question.
Yeah. Finish quiz. 100%.
Woohoo! We're smart.
We're smart.
Now let's go on the game show.
Not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to be as easy.
Y'all will be looking at us like we don't know them.
We don't know them.
That's embarrassing.
That's all the time we have today.
Yes.
This was fun.
Yes.
As always, we have quite a long list of people that want to come on. So everybody that said that they was coming on, get ready for your phone calls.
Right. So next week is going to be After Dark.
Yeah. So we're trying to get a person on there.
Yes. We have somebody we're working on that with.
Yeah.
And then the week after that, we're taking a break for Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, yep. And we're back at it. Well, you'll know who you are.
Yeah. You'll know who you are.
Yeah.
We have somebody for next week that we want.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have somebody for June's After Dark that we already been talking to. And if you want to come on another episode, there's 3 other weeks in June. So
I have
four other weeks in June. I'm sorry.
I have 2 people already.
Okay.
2. Yeah. So 1 more week.
Yes.
Of course, it's the whole year, but
right. But we
if you want to be scheduled in June, definitely let us know.
Let us know. Yes.
This was great, guys.
Yes, it was a good time.
Thank you for showing up.
Of course, y'all always do this for us. Y'all always show up for us.
Yeah.
I would say y'all show up extra next week, though. I know y'all want to. I'm gonna play y'all for a little bit.
Yes, we're gonna play y'all. We're gonna have a good show next week.
Yes.
I mean, we have a great
Every
show.
week. Yes. All right. We heading out to. I can't even see the whole title.
Oh, it's called. I knew I had to say it because it's a long title. I was like, why your title so long?
Right.
When I name music.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I listed new song, the 13th.
Woohoo!
Yes.
That's what, tomorrow?
Is that tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. 12 o'clock it should be.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes.
New song, Without You. Okay. This song we're heading out to.
They like Panic at the Disco with these.
It's called You'll Be Fine, featuring the Crush Boys and the artists Axel and Alvaro. The title not that long. It's just all the names.
They like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco with the names. Tim, not you last. I'm talking about you first. We heading out now.
See you later, Tim.
See y'all.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Be careful what you wish for, 'cause you might just get it. I wanted your love, now I regret it. You come over someone and now she's staying late and sneaking out, oh baby. I know you crazy. Oh, you say all I do is play games, but I don't wanna play games with you. You'll be fine. Maybe you'll find someone who's gonna love you more than I can. Girl, in time, when you think of us, you will cry. Baby, our love ran dry. Tell me you won't love again. I just can't fake it, can't pretend. So wipe those tears that fall from your eyes. Baby, you're fine. I can't be the one, but I try. I know in time we'll be fine. I don't know what you thought, but I won't forget it. Fighting for your love, even though it's done already. I don't feel like I'm even here. I'm too afraid to make it clear, oh baby. I know you crazy. You said if you can't have me, then nobody stands a chance. You want my heart, but won't listen. You just only make demands. Girl, it's over. Build a bridge and get over what we did, 'cause I know it's a matter of time. You'll be fine. Maybe you'll find someone who's gonna love you more than I can. Girl, in time, when you think of us, you will cry. Baby, our love ran dry. You don't have to be alone, and if so, then not for long. We did everything you want, and I found out it's not right for us. When it's said and done, I know that you're not the one. I don't wanna make you sad, but I